Hey Gemini, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot on this very sunny January day. Holy moly, I don't realize what a cave woman I am until the sun's coming in. So despite the fact that we're recording this in January, this is actually meant to be a timeless reading. So whenever you see this, that's when it's meant to apply. That being said, don't try to make it fit if it doesn't fit. Be real with yourself. Not all readings for Gemini are actually meant for every single Gemini. So we're going to start with the Mudra deck. This is actually a physical gesture as well as an affirmation, kind of in prayer. Something you can do during the reading while you're listening, or, while you're meditating, or at night, when you're sleeping, whatever. We're going to do two parts to this reading. The first part is going to be what's coming towards you, Gemini. The second part of the reading is going to be all about what to do with that information. All right. So if you haven't yet, please hit the like button on your way in. If you'd like to support the channel, let YouTube know that it's not a piece of crap. Wow, what a card. We have the message of love. Be kind. So this is a really interesting hand gesture. You're going to tuck your fingers in, your pointer finger in, and then you're going to take your ring finger and your middle finger together, and you're going to touch them with your thumb. But here's the funky part. You're gonna tuck it in and do this on top. Does that make any sense? And then stick out the pinky. It's not the most comfortable of things, but you get used to it pretty quick. And it goes like this. Okay, so love, be kind. It's with this gesture that you have the intention. Affirmation goes, in the beauty and perfection of a single rose, I receive an insight into the wisdom and wealth of the universe. This is a really powerful message to start your reading off with. I'm curious where it's going to go. This is also a really wonderful gesture for your heart. Let's see, how do we do it? There we go, for your heart. The heart mudra helps to deal with all kinds of heart conditions. In acute cases, maintain the mudra as long as is necessary. For chronic conditions, perform it 4 times daily for about 10 minutes. And if that sounds kind of funny to you, I mean, I don't blame you, right? Like, oh, what's this going to do for my heart? But I think intention is huge for human beings. We're spiritual beings having this human experience. So we find these physical ways to express intention. Okay, so let's get into it. What's coming towards our Gemini? Please make it clear. If you'd like for me to pray for you, say hi in the comment section. I would love to do that. Even an affirmation, an emoji, something that like allows us to really focus on your energy. It has to represent your energy. Only love and light in this space. This will be an extended reading. If you would like a longer reading with more detail and advice, that link will be in the description box below. I try to do them frequently, but don't always have the time. So we have the Wheel of Fortune was the first card that flew out. This is talking about there's a karmic purpose for this good news coming towards you, or good actions. This is like the wheel is turning and it's bringing good things. So if you've at all felt stuck in your life in an area, this is a fantastic card to get. And it's a karmic card carrying the message of you are exactly where you're supposed to be at the right time. Secondly, we get the 9 of Cups, which is really fantastic to be able to tell you because it's such a powerfully fun card. He's slightly proud of himself. This is getting the rewards. You kind of put your intentions out and your hopes and prayers. And this is being very happy for that. The rewards, making you very happy. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles. This is intense focus on a goal or getting an achievement somewhere. So this can literally be at work. My nose is itching. That's always a good sign. Yeah, so this could be literally at work, or this could be just really focusing on a specific goal and you're really in it. Look at all this yellow so far, right? All the yellow in this. I take that as a really good sign. Look at where the yellow is, right? It's radiating around him. And here it's all around what his focus is on. Here, of course, it's more spiritual, right? It's all like these enlightened creatures, like the Sphinx and the angel, all these things we can put faith in. All right, lastly, we've got 2 here. We have messages coming towards you. So this, again, is a good news card. Some of you guys might be traveling as well. And then we have lots more yellow here. This is around value, money, but this is how one interprets it. So this is a very nurturing queen. This face card could represent your energy at the current moment, or it could be somebody in your midst, maybe even an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But this has got almost a mothering energy, and it's a very pragmatic way to love. It's like, well, let's get down to brass tacks. What do we need to do to solve this problem? How can we nurture ourselves, or how can I nurture you in a way that's very practical? Okay, so I'm going to put this right here, actually. Now we're going to unpack them. All right, so what's this Wheel of Fortune for my Geminis? Okay, so yeah, if you felt especially stuck in any area around money, it's a good sign. Ace of Pentacles came out, and it might have been that some of you guys had hopes for an offer, or for a gift, or a raise or something coming through, and it didn't. But it looks like it's turning out okay. The wheel turns and it's bringing to you good luck. And this is a jumpy little card. Stay in my hand. 6 of Pentacles. Maybe it's jumpy because it did look like it was not going to happen. It wasn't going to come through at first. This is a card of generosity and reciprocity. If you've been waiting for your luck to turn, for something to come through like money or around value, a gift, a raise, this is a fantastic sign that it's coming through. And it's not for nothing that you've put intentions into it, right? Like we were saying with your physical affirmation, sometimes it can seem silly that we would do just a hand gesture, something so simple that could affect even our heart or conditions around us. But there is so much going on around the energies that surround us. And so let's find out a little bit more about this happy card of the 9 of Cups. The Devil card. Interesting. What about this Devil for my Geminis? It seems like you've released yourself from something. Maybe you've released yourself from something that was tied to maybe a larger pattern, and it could have been a type of codependency. So it could be for working for people, or a type of person, especially within a dynamic that didn't make you feel empowered. We have the 9 of Pentacles that came out with the Devil. And the Devil talks about patterns in our lives, or the illusion of being chained and stuck to something that doesn't serve us, basically. Sometimes this is addiction, but oftentimes it can be a codependency of some sort. So whether it's work or whether it's relationship, it seems like you're going to be definitely feeling your own vibes at this time. When you see this video, it's like you're definitely feeling your own independence. You might be freeing yourself. You might be making some investments towards yourself in some way. So that could even be like physical, taking care of yourself, going to a salon, getting your hair done, or it could be something even on the scale of buying property and investing in your home. With this 8 of Pentacles, this intense focus, I think you're blocking out any gossip, any gab, anything that throws you. It could even be the news for a little while, just blocking it out so that you can focus on your intentions. Anything that's negative, you're going to be very sensitive around. So anything that kind of distracts you and is negative, I think you're going to be able to have the power of observation, almost the ability to look at it with the eagle eye and see how it may be disturbing, or it may be putting at risk your focus. And it's not going to get you, which is really cool. Because we have the Judgment card. This is Rise of the Phoenix. You're going to be really feeling, it comes back to that, like, you're going to be feeling how powerful you are independent of something else. So there's something putting into relativity, whether it's a job, an old boss, your independence working as a freelancer or a contract. You've got something putting this into relativity, and you're going to be very hyper focused on it. This has a little bit of a spiritual awakening feeling attached to it. This is a level up card. You're leveling up. You're determined. You're making progress. You're seeing that progress in a very satisfying way because it's happening fast. With the Chariot card, this is the card of triumph. So any hurdles at this time that you're seeing this video, any hurdles that fly into your path, you're just going to fly right back over. And that's represented by the black and white Sphinx here lying down. It's like they represent the good and the bad. You take the good with the bad. Any challenges are just going to be small speed bumps. You're going to be catapulting forward. And this is regarding that good news, regarding possible travel too. Finally, we have this character, the Queen of Pentacles. Who is this for my Geminis? Three of Pentacles. Is this somebody you're collaborating with? I think that they are, but in a way, I don't think that they're posing a bad energy, but there's been some stuck energy around them, and it's taking your strength to move out of it. The Strength card flies out. There's this epiphany, just like that card flew out. Ah, this epiphany, this realization. You're getting clarity on something. What is this thing that you're getting clarity on? I think it's you're collaborating or negotiating to get your way, moving forward, making slow progress with that. But I think it's like slow, fast, if that makes any sense. I know that that's kind of, that was vague, but yeah, there's something about this collaboration that you've had to kind of overcome. And it's the illusion of being stuck. So that could have been within your schedule. It could have been within your communications. It looks very much about clarity around communication and around your thought patterns. Because the Eight of Swords, this is the illusion of being stuck. Each one of those swords represents a thought, a self-limiting thought. These could be things that you tell yourself. Or they could be things that you tell yourself. That's pretty much the meaning of the card. At the bottom of the deck, we've got leaving something behind. Leaving something behind. At one point, you know, whether this is an ideal, in this case, with all the swords, it seems like it might be an ideal. You cared very much about it. And you're seeing a better solution. You're turning around being like, you know, the grass is greener over here, and you're no longer interested in that. And yet, your focus prevails. So like I said, any gossip, no matter how large or small, any social media, blah, 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 any drama is, especially anything in the realm of communications, is really not going to have too much of a grip on you. You're going to be able to overpower it, overpower the possible distraction, recognize that it could be distraction. You're going to stay very focused. Cool. So at 12 minutes in, I want to kind of switch it up and ask the cards, what do we do about this, right? Like, is there anything we haven't considered in this reading that's going to be helpful for you? And I want to start with an oracle card here from the Divine Feather Messenger deck. Do a little one of those. For my Geminis, what to do about it. We have the message: new rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. So it could be that your schedule's changing. It definitely felt like the Eight of Cups at the very bottom of the deck, which is, you know, leaving something behind, because not because you're forced into it, but because you're seeing another solution. You're more interested in what lies in another direction while still keeping your focus. Okay, so this is just confirmation. New rhythms are coming into your life. So it's a time to trust and to adapt. For my Geminis, what to do about this? Wow, some of you guys are going to be moving. Maybe moving offices, maybe moving homes, travel. But there's something tied to this. It's important to recognize that you could not have, there's elements to this that are out of your control. And it's putting you in a position where you have to make a decision. Interesting. Because just a moment ago, the Eight of Cups, the meaning of the Eight of Cups is leaving something behind that you really cared about at one point, but really taking it on faith that there's greener pastures, right? Well, we have another element, and Tarot is saying, hey, there was actually elements about this that you cannot control. And so in light of that, it's time to take faith. And this is another meaning of the Tarot card, the Tower. It's time to take faith that you are being rerouted to a better direction. And you're going to be put in the position of making a decision that might be hard. And why is it hard? It's because there might be a little bit of fear around it. And fear can do a lot of things, right? We don't always, what masks fear is sometimes confusion, or we can use a lot of things to mask fear. But there is usually fear at the heart of why she's blindfolded and can't see her intuition. So that's always a really good thing to do, is get down to, you can write it all down just to get out of your head and your heart of like, what's the worst case scenario? What's the best case scenario? What am I actually afraid of here? Just to kind of exercise it out, But we're going to ask about that decision, because I think that'll be really helpful. And then we have a really cool energy here. This is the Page of Pentacles, and it's the willingness to be flexible and learn something new, to grow, to research, this is growing a skill set or learning more about something. So you're getting, if I step back from each one of these cards individually, and I'm going to read them all together, I'm going to say some important things. Number one, give yourself some credit. There's some elements to the situation that are outside of your control. You can only control how you react. So how do you react? Well, know that there is a little bit of an overwhelming decision. And some of you guys, it's not that big of a deal. Some of you guys, it's bigger than others. Two of Swords, it's important to ask, why do I feel a little cloudy here? Why do I feel like I'm sitting on the edge, the precipice of this decision, just can't choose which way to go? And then this is really beautiful, the willingness to be flexible, adapt, and learn. This is a really great opportunity to do that. Let's talk about that decision. The Two of Swords, what can I tell my Geminis? There might have been some conflict around this. Four of Swords, you're getting all these swords. Two of Swords, Five of Swords, Four of Swords. And victory. Wonderful. We love to see that. So yes, there's been some conflict. This is about being right. This is about beating out the competition, standing your ground, and that's what's getting you stuck. So there's an element, now of course throw this out if it doesn't apply to your life, right? Who am I to tell you what you're going through if it doesn't apply? So, but Five of Swords is a conflict card for a reason. There's usually defenses up. There's that ego, which we all have. And that ego keeps us protected too. So sometimes it's hyper vigilant and it's getting in our way. In this case, it might be getting in your way of making a decision to move forward. So what's cool about this is it's saying, hey, rather than be at the 5, let's step it back, be at the 4. Very different energies. If you look at him, he's like got his hands clasped in prayer. He's lying down. He's meditating. His eyes are closed. This is a place of gratitude. And when we exercise gratitude, it's impossible for anything negative. It's impossible to feel sorry for ourselves at the same time, right? So this is stepping it back, looking at what is working, what you are grateful for. And that's now a nice, clean canvas to work from. And that's where you're going to get this victory. That's awesome. Now, when you stay in the Five of Swords, there's a cost to the Five of Swords. And the meaning of this card is, what does it cost to be right? Because it's not that you're not. Like, it's not that you're not. You know what I mean? It's not that you're not right. It's bigger than that. What if we made it more interesting, right? What if you're right and what else? Like, what else is there? What is working for you? What could you move forward on? What is carrying momentum? And that's going to take you, I think, to this Page of Pentacles, the flexibility, adaptability. And it's not only with the willingness, but it's paired with curiosity. And curiosity is sparkly magic. All right, you guys, I'm going to go on to the extended. I hope that was helpful. Thank you for hanging out with me. The extended link is going to be below. If you'd like a personal reading, of course, reach out. All that information is below as well. Sending you out with love. Bye-bye.